fam bam? It's Tammy back with another video. And today, you guys, I wanted to get into talking about dating in your 50s and 60s. And because I am a mature woman, single. Did I say that right? I am a mature woman in her 60s. And I thought it would be a great topic to discuss. I mean, even if our younger women can listen to this, maybe, we can probably give them some insight. And I'm not trying to tell people how to date or anything like that. I'm just talking about my experiences and what is a deal breaker for me when it comes to relationships, and what it is that I am looking for in a mate, if and when that happens. And I say that because I always get the question like, you're not dating anybody, or why aren't you dating? Well, I've dated a lot, and I just haven't met the right person. You guys, the right person just haven't came along, okay? And, when I go on my dates, I've been asking a lot of questions, and for me, because I need to know where your head is at. I really need to know where your head is. And some of the men that I'm meeting are just not ready. And I'm talking about they in their 60s and still playing out there, playing games. And I don't have time for the game. I would rather be alone, be a single woman by myself, than to have to deal with mess. And I believe that when you are in an age like in your 60s and 50s, you need to have yourself together. You need to have your life together, especially if you have built a career and you've been working all your life. You should have something. Now, this is just me. And, I have things that God has blessed me with. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I have the world. I'm not saying that. I just want the man that I meet to have his own place. And the men that I have been meeting don't have their own place. They're either a truck driver and they're living in a truck, or they are staying with their mother, or they are living in a room, or they're with a sibling. And I'm not talking about sometimes circumstances happen that where you have a setback. Maybe you got laid off, or you got sick, or you got ill, or something like that, which caused you to probably, end up going back home with your mom or whatever. But how long? Now, if you're sick, medically sick, and someone is taking care of you, I'm sorry, I'm not going to date you anyway, because I'm not going into a relationship and you have a severe illness. I'm just not, that's not going to happen. I'm not trying, I have sympathy. I'm sympathetic to that, but I cannot date somebody that already is severely ill. It doesn't make sense. And you guys, there's people on these websites that are sick and they out here looking for women to take care of them. I am not that girl. I'm not that. So ladies, the next thing that I have a question for you, because this is what I have been running into when it comes to relationships. So have you guys ran into dating men that talk too much? Literally like to hear themselves talk, where you can't get a word in edgewise, and then when you do try to talk, they cut you off. And I'm serious. I am so serious. Put some comments down there if you have dealt with this, because I have. And it irritates me to no end. I'm like, I am so serious. I had my fan on. I had to turn it off, but I had a moment. But anyway, let me go to the next subject. But anyway, yeah, like when somebody talks so much like that for me, and then you're trying to talk and get a word in, and that person cuts you off. To me, that person is not listening to you at all, because they feel that their conversation that they're having with themselves, because you lose, I go here. I just go, you lose me. And they're having this conversation with themselves, and they're cutting you off because their conversation is more important. And whatever you have to say, they are not listening to you. Let me tell you, they are not listening. That is so disrespectful to me. And I've had 2 people that I've met that have done that. And the last person that I met, I simply asked the question, do you really like listening to yourself talk? Because basically that's what you're doing, because I just shut up and let you talk. And then I'll be doing something else. And then they're like, are you there? Hello? Are you there? Oh, you want me to say something now? Oh, you want me to talk? Because I hadn't been listening to nothing you said. And in the midst of it all, you complaining. That's another thing. I have met so many men that are complaining. I'm like, Lord, why are you bringing these men to me? And I just cut them off. I don't want nobody complaining to me. I don't want to hear your complaint, just like you don't want to hear me complaining. And I don't want to hear it. I really don't. It's depressing. I don't want anybody that's going to take my joy away from me. I don't want anybody that's going to take my joy. I want love in my life. I want peace. I want happiness. I want joy in my life. I don't want to hear complaints all the time. That's depressing. Woe is me. I don't want to hear that. No. So what am I looking for in a relationship? I've already said, 1, he has to have some financial stability. He got to have his own place, a job, or if he's retired, has some source of income coming in to take care of himself. I don't want anybody that is severely ill, because I can't take care of nobody that's ill. Now, it's different if I get into a relationship with the man and we get married and that man gets sick. I have joined with that man, and I will take care of that man if that's where the Lord, that's what I'm supposed to do as his wife. But because I am a single woman, I am not going into no relationship and taking care of nobody sick. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just being real. And somebody may not like what I said, but hey, I'm just being honest, and it's me, financial stability. I want somebody who can communicate with me, be able to communicate. That's a major part of a relationship, is being able to communicate. Not being one-sided, lopsided, cutting me off, and don't want to hear what I have to say. And talking about, we have to be able to communicate and be on the same level head-wise, And the next thing is trust. Trust is so important. If I lose your trust, I have lost everything. I don't want to lose your trust. I want to be able to trust you. So, but if I lose that trust, it's over. Because then women are emotional. How our brain go this way, that way, all over the place. And I have to trust you. At the age of 60, if it happens, if the Lord foresees me that I'm going to be married, then I will at the age of 60. It's never too late. I've seen some people getting married way older, but there's fellas out there, ladies, that got game in their 50 and their 60s, and they out there looking for you women, y'all women, not me. Some of y'all may feel like me, and then there's some that may not feel like me, but there are men out there looking for women to take care of them. And let me tell you, I am not that person. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, that will not happen. Not in this life. I have gone through a lot in my life where I've been disrespected. And let me tell you something. The Lord has given me time to know and love who I am as a person. It's important to love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. Because once you learn to love yourself, then you will have a lot of respect for yourself, and you will not allow anybody to disrespect you. Anyone. That goes for anyone. Or take advantage of you. Because a lot of times, you know, and I'm just speaking for myself, from my past, I've been taken advantage of in my life. And I don't feel like I was ever loved by anybody. I was married one time and the marriage didn't even last a good 6 months. I've never married again. And I never married again. I asked myself, Tammy, are you afraid to get married? Is it because you lack trust? And it could be. It's some things that I've been asking God about, and it's something that's deep down inside that I have to work on before I involve myself in anybody's relationship. So I'm not trying to go there in a relationship anyway. I go and I meet people, I ask questions. I'm like, I just want to get to know who you are, because time tells me who you are just by having a conversation with you. And anytime that conversation goes left, I will exit myself. I mean, the guys I met, y'all can ask them, they be like, this girl, nope, I am not her. No, I am not desperate to be in nobody's relationship. I'm not in no hurry. I love me. I love me. Another thing, gotta have your credit together. Have your credit together. At least a 700 FICO. Don't come saying you got a 500 or 400 FICO. No. That means that financially, you ain't got yourself together. You got credit, debt, creditors coming after you or whatever because your FICO is low. You don't have no credit, repos. I don't know. But no, you have to have a FICO over 700, at least over 700. At least you can get something. You have some kind of good credit. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, you guys, I thought this was a good topic to talk about. And hey, I mean, it's something, because there's a lot of women out there that's on these dating sites, and I'm not getting on them dating sites. I'm not saying that I haven't. I did. I have done it. I was in my 40s though when I did it. And I met one person that relationship didn't last. And I haven't been on a dating site since. And a lot of these some of the men that I've come across, no. A lot of them are out there just to see, what they can get from you. And I'm not saying that there's not anybody on there good, but hey, you're going to have to weed them out. It's like, you got to weed them out. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. On a dating site, okay? I'd rather meet somebody out. Maybe I'm at a restaurant, or maybe a friend of mine will introduce me to somebody that they know that they would like me to meet or whatever. I'd rather meet somebody like that through somebody who knows someone or something like that. But I'm not out there looking. I'm out doing Tammy. I'm sitting in my house. I'm doing my YouTube. I go to work every day, preparing myself for retirement. And that's what I'm doing. And living my life for the Lord. Living my life for the Lord. Important. And that's it, you guys. If you have any comments about anything that I've talked about, feel free to comment in the comment section. But until next time, You guys have an amazing day.